Chicago Fire Season 13 will return with new episodes in early 2025 after a nearly 2-month break, although one of the show's primary characters, Stella Kidd, played by Miranda Ray Mayo, is absent from the mid-season debut. Since Season 4, Stella has been one of Firehouse 51's most important firemen. Stella is now the lieutenant in charge of Truck 81 in Season 13 of Chicago Fire. In spite of her significance, she is inexplicably missing from Episode 9, A Favor. The last episode concluded with Cruz seeing Flacco's cousin, Junior, who had recently been released from prison prior to the winter 2025 resumption of Chicago Fire Season 13. In Season 1, Cruz's brother was involved with Flacco, the leader of a gang, and Cruz abandoned him to perish in a fire. Junior blackmails Cruz in Episode 9 of Season 13. Later in the hour, Violet and Carver diffuse the tension between Herman and Mouch after they find out they passed their respective CFD examinations as a result of Novak's cunning. However, Stella is absent during it all. For Girls on Fire, Stella Kidd is in Baltimore. Firehouse 51 briefly congratulates Herman and Mouch for passing their examinations at the start of Chicago Fire Season 13, Episode 9. Before getting to work, Chief Pascal describes how Stella is in Baltimore, Maryland, working on her Girls on Fire program during the morning meeting. Due to her absence, the chief assigns Mouch as the temporary lieutenant of Truck 81 and brings in a floater firefighter, Chippy. Stella is gone in the mid-season premiere of Chicago Fire, much as Severide was absent in the fall finale of Season 13. The couple seems to be stuck together. In relation to Severide, in Episode 9 of Kinney's Chicago Fire Season 13, the character also discusses Stella's location. Severide, who has just received text from his wife, is visited in his office by Captain Van Meter. Both men congratulate Severide when he tells the captain that Stella sent him photos of the new Girls of Fire camp in Baltimore. But it's presumed that Stella stays in Baltimore for the rest of the episode after that. When will Mayo's child return to Chicago Fire? Season, episode. The true reason Mayo's child is not present at the Chicago Fire, the reason behind Stella's absence in Chicago Fire season. Episode 9 has not been disclosed by NBC. Nonetheless, the reason for the character's absence can be deduced. According to Deadline, Chicago Fire is definitely following FBI and FBI Most Wanted in reducing the minimum episode guarantees for their respective principal cast members. This procedure appears to be being followed by all 3 One Chicago TV series in order to cut their expenses. For instance, Burgess reappeared in episode after being missing during the Chicago Police Department's season debut. Mayo is merely taking her turn to sit on the sidelines as part of the cast rotating policy, which explains Stella's absence in Chicago Fire Season 13, Episode 9. Although it's unknown who is on the rotation and when their time will come in Chicago Fire Season 13, more major characters will probably be absent in certain episodes as the season progresses.